You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. The Supreme Court junks the Solicitor General's petition against media giant ABS-CBN seeking to revoke its franchise. The High Court says the case was rendered moot because the network's franchise expired on May 4th. The House of Representatives is currently tackling bills proposing to grant the media giant a new franchise. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Agusan del Norte 1st District Representative and House Minority Member Lawrence Fortun. Congressman, welcome to the show. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Pinky. Good to see you again. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. This is something you anticipated. You were saying that this quo warranto will be dismissed by the Supreme Court, and that's actually what happened. However, the Supreme Court ruled that it was moot, so it didn't actually look into the merits of the case. What is your reaction to that, Congressman?
But number one, I think I said it for the first time in your program when you interviewed me with Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, that this petition would drag beyond the expiration date and would become moot and academic, and necessarily the Supreme Court would have to dismiss it. As to the Supreme Court's dismissal only on the basis that it has become moot and academic, I would say that it would have been a lot better if the Supreme Court made pronouncements on the issues raised in the petition and ruled that aside from the petition becoming moot and academic, the grounds relied upon by the petitioner were also bereft of merit. That would have created a much greater impact on the House proceedings. But nevertheless, Pinky, the impact or the implications of this dismissal is still very significant as far as the House proceedings are concerned. For one, that means Congress would have to respect the expert opinions of the DOJ as well as those of the other agencies like the National Telecommunications Commission and the Securities and Exchange Commission, as they would appear to be controlling as there is no Supreme Court ruling to the contrary. So when the DOJ said former ABS-CBN President Henry Lopez was 100% Filipino at the time he became president and owned shares of the corporation, Congress should have to respect that. Now, when the Securities and Exchange Commission said that they shared the opinion of the DOJ and that there was nothing illegal in the ownership of shares and management of the corporation by Henry Lopez, then Congress would have to respect that. Mm-hmm. When the SEC said that the PDRs issued by ABS-CBN to foreigners were not illegal, then Congress would have to respect that. So these pronouncements of the agencies that are experts in their respective mandates would have to be respected by Congress, since there's no more any ruling to the contrary that we are anticipating.
So it's almost as if the defense of ABS-CBN, as those you mentioned, Congressman, will actually eventually hold true. That's what you're saying because of this dismissal of the quo warranto?
Yes, Pinky. What I'm saying is the issues that have been raised by the oppositors to the renewal of the franchise of ABS-CBN are practically the same issues as those raised in the quo warranto petition, except the issue on citizenship and the 50-year limitation that were not raised in the quo warranto petition. What I'm saying is that since there's no ruling by the Supreme Court and there's no more a pending case that are looking into these issues, Congress will have to respect the legal and expert opinions of the agencies that are concerned. And another impact, Pinky, if I may, is that...
however...
Yes, please.
Please go ahead, Congressman.
Yes. Another implication is that the agencies appearing before the House in our hearings can no longer invoke the subjudice rule and refuse questions from members of the House.
I see.
Since there's no more a pending case in the Supreme Court.
All right. Okay. Congressman, unfortunately, we've run out of time and I know the next hearing is set on Monday. But thank you for giving us your time. Maraming salamat kay Congressman Fortun. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
And
Pinky.
thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.